Good morning from Landour, Uttarakhand. We are spending the next couple of days here in this beautiful cabin. I'm just stepping out. We had breakfast. Now we're about to explore. Vinayak is just coming through. Say hi to the vlog.
Hello.
This is our cabin. I'll show you inside. But this is the view. We plan to sit here and catch the sunset in the evening. But now we're going to get off to explore. Let's go. Let's go. We are in Stars Hollow. Look at the church. Can you go in? All are welcome. लिखा है वैसे.
Yes.
Let's go. First sighting of snow. Snow
First and
mountains.
last.
First and last. Our attempt has been to see whether we can meet Mr. Ruskin Bond, but unfortunately our host has said that he's not been keeping well. It's very unlikely that we will run into him or get a chance to meet him. Are you disappointed? No?
Yeah.
Yeah, we wish him well. As per sources, Mr. Bond's house is right next to this inn. So let's see if there is anything written here. Ah, this is his house. I can see Escape from Azkaban. Of course. Had to come here. Let's go. Same sentiment.
Yeah, I know.
ये दही है, ये यहाँ की स्वीट डिश है बाल मिठाई, ये घर का चाट मूली का है,
अच्छा.
ये हमारी मशरूम की सब्जी, ये हमारी पहाड़ी दाल कुलद,
अच्छा.
ये कंडाली का साग, ये जखिया आलू, ये झंगोरी की खीर, मंडुए की रोटी एंड छाछ.
हाँ जी, thank you. You get signed copies of Mr. Ruskin Bond here. And of course we had to buy two. Hello, back to the room. We came back to catch the sunset here because it's supposed to have a great view of the sunset, except it's quite foggy, so I don't know how much we'll be able to see. But I'm here to do a book haul. We went quite a bit crazy at the two major bookshops. Actually, we went crazy in the first bookshop. The first one was the Landour bookstore and cafe, and the bookseller there was really nice, really chatty, and he recommended quite a lot of books. So both me and Vinayak bought all of these, so total of 5 books. Let me quickly show you. First, Vinayak's picks. The first one is Wanderings in the Land of Mist, the complete story of Mussoorie by Anmol Jain. And then we have Mussoorie and Landour by Virgil Maidema, Stephanie Spade Maidema. The bookseller said that this is more story focused and this is more factual, even though the cover suggests the opposite. And then he bought another Mussoorie based book, Ghost Stories from Mussoorie based on true events by Anmol Jain again. So those are his books. And then my books, this one is kind of shared actually. The Room on the Roof by Ruskin Bond. I've actually never read this. I've read a few stories, short stories of Ruskin Bond, but I've never read the most famous novel of his. So I'm really excited to read this. This is the 60th anniversary edition. and it has a lot of like, let me show you, and it has a lot of really nice illustrations. Let me show you one more. Oops, yes. So yeah, excited to read this. I think I might just sit here and read this now, because the book that I am reading currently is not really holding my attention. So yeah. And then this one, I've never seen this book and I was so interested. White Crane, Lend Me Your Wings, A Tibetan Tale of Love and War by Sevang Yishe Penba. This is a book set in Tibet, and it is a never told before story of a failed Christian mission in Tibet, and takes one into the heartland of eastern Tibet by capturing the zeitgeist of the fierce warrior tribes of Khampas ruled by chieftains. And this is a posthumous novel, so really excited to read this. This year my mission is to read from countries that I've never read before, and also states that I've never read before. I don't have anything from the states. Actually, I guess this counts as Uttarakhand, but I'll get to this. But this definitely counts as a country. I'm going to count it as a country, even though China refuses to do that. Anyway, the next bookstore is the Cambridge Book Depot, and this bookstore is known to have a lot of signed copies by Mr. Ruskin Bond. So we bought 2 books, again both by Ruskin Bond, because that is the local attraction here. The first one I just couldn't resist, Landour Days by Ruskin Bond. This is not signed, but I just wanted to read his thoughts on Landour, this beautiful place that we are in right now, which he calls home. So this is his diary. So although Landour itself is a magical world where every month has its own flower, every walker his own style, and the countryside is filled with the beauty of its own, he ranges further afield. In Landour Days, he pours on the experience of being a writer, on writers he has known and those that he loves reading, and on critics, handwriting and typewriters. It's a book about books. I had to buy it. And then we have this one. This is Song of the Forest by Ruskin Bond. I do have a omnibus collection of his short stories, which have a lot of his famous short stories. So I selected this one because this had stories which wasn't in that book, and it is, of course, signed. So this does not count for my book goal. So my book goal for this year is to buy just 10 books, 10 physical books, and I've bought 4 in this one trip, but I've bought 0 in the last 2 months. But you know what, I'm not going to count this one because I bought this for the signed edition, not for anything else. These 3 I'm going to count. Yeah, I think I'm going to sit and crack into this for a bit now because the sun is shining. It's nice, it's not too cold. Drive to survive. Momos, drinks for Vinayak, not for me.
The next day.
Trying to catch the sunrise. 6:20. Say hi. What time you were up?
I woke up at the 5:15 alarm.
Oh,
And then I slept back.
yeah. It's actually not that cold. It's nice.
Huh?
It's actually not that cold.
You're saying this?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm getting used to it.
8 degrees.
The sun's up almost. But it's day 2 and it's the final day. We have to leave by about 3 p.m. So we do have quite a few hours. Went for a walk, caught the sunset, not really, because the sun was already rising. But yeah, back. Made a cup of coffee. And I'm gonna sit sit and read and try to finish this book before we leave. I only have like about, I would say, 40 pages to go. So let's do it. God, I look tired, but I'm not. I actually slept really well. The mist is hiding the city so much. मुझे पता ही नहीं था कि ये city है.
Ah, Dehradun's huge.
Heading for breakfast number 2. We already had, so at our Airbnb we had aloo, paratha and egg. We're just checking out another cafe here. And book number 2. I finished Room on the Roof. Give my thoughts later, maybe when I'm back home. But yeah, reading Landour Days in Landour. Hot chocolate.
अभी क्या हुआ है कि आपका तो
Hello, hi. I am here to close out the video because it's been, I think, 2 weeks almost since we've been back. Time is just flying, time is a construct. And I just thought I will wrap up the video. I had the best time in Landour. As you've seen in the vlog, I finished 2 books in Landour. The first one is The Room on the Roof by Ruskin Bond, and this one is an Indian classic. So we follow this young boy named Rusty. He is an orphan and he is brought up in this in this British officer's house who doesn't allow him to meet with local Indians, but he sneaks out one day, goes to the market, discovers chaat and makes a group of friends. He eventually gets kicked out of the house and he lives with various different people, and it's a story of how he finds his place, he finds his feet, he finds his people, about misadventure. And it's a very sweet story about friendship. It does have its sad elements of course, but it is so brilliantly written. Ruskin Bond wrote this when he was 17 and it's partly inspired by his life as well, and I just absolutely loved it. I have this beautiful 60th anniversary edition that I will treasure for life, and I can't believe it took me so long to read it, but I think I just read it in the best setting ever, which was in Landour. Speaking of Landour, this was the other book that I was reading there, and I actually ended up finishing it today in the morning. This is Landour Days by Ruskin Bond. This is a non-fiction collection of essays, not really essays, I think it's a collection of his journal entries of his days in Landour, and he covers, each chapter is a different month. So he talks about how seasons evolve in Landour as well. He talks about long-term residents, he talks about writers that he's always admired, their works, the history of Landour, and I really enjoyed reading this in Landour because you get a sense of where he's talking about while you're walking through those same roads, and it's really nice to do that. We were there over the Holy weekend, so it got crowded as we were leaving, but it was still very peaceful, especially in the night, because nobody really stays over in Landour. People usually stay in Mussoorie, but I would definitely go to spend time just in Landour, definitely once more. And yeah, that's it. That's the vlog. I'm really happy that I've gotten the chance to put this video together because it'll give me a chance to relive those days and relive those moments because they were really special, and it was one of the highlights of the year so far. So thank you so much for watching. If you're still here, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will see you very soon.